The ending animation for Dragon Ball Daima's post-credit scene here was handled by Takashi Kojima. Man, this is some of the most fluent animation there's ever been in Dragon Ball. So they go back to the shop here, and you see Ku and Do right there. Overall, they are basically in the newspapers everywhere, and the lady's like, "Oh, welcome," and they walk in. Just the shading and the fluent animation was just absolutely on point here. And Goku's like, "Hey, lady," being inappropriate as always, and not like Miss. She's like, "Hey, lady, you lady," and she's like, "Hmm," and she's like, "Oh, it's you and you." And she's like, "Wait, aren't you the kids from the other day? The mega bug that got the meta bugs the other day?" And Goku's like, "Yeah, they really helped us a lot." And she says, "You've really grown." He says, "Was it a side effect?" I loved it. That was great. She's thinking like, "Oh, these kids, they really blown up." Give a whole meaning that they grew up so fast, right? And so I love right here, Goku. They're picking up more of these bugs, and he's got the lizard and all that stuff. And he's like, "No, that's not it at all." And so Bluma's like, "So pretty," and then she sees that it's a bug, and it starts moving or something, I think. And like I said, the animation was so fluent right here. She's looking and she's like, "Oh, it's disgusting," and then she starts freaking out. And just look at these shots, look at how fluent the animation is, like from the clothes moving, the hair. She just gets completely flustered, throws it, and it goes back into the jar there, and the way she just starts like creeping away and stuff. Like, man, that was really cool animation. And so she's like, "Yeah, these meta bugs, they definitely work." And she's like, "This one, is good for burns, and this one's good for skin, and they're beauty bugs," I think she calls them. And Bloom was like, "Wait a minute, what did you say?" She's like, "Yeah, they're beauty bugs. They de-age you by 10 years. And she's like, "What?" Look how lit up she is. She doesn't care if they're disgusting and stuff like that anymore. And she's like, "Ah!" Like I said, the animation was crazy good, very fluent here. It gets really Looney Tune cartoony, like she's like, "Oh." Oh my gosh. And she is just lit up, and she's like, "Oh, right here," she jumps down and she's like, "I'll take them all," and stuff. So like I said, this is one thing that does lead into a lot where we are getting with Super and everything. And so you get here, Pansy, she finds something. She's like, "Huh," and she's looking over. And from here, she's like, "What is this?" So she goes to investigate, and Goku's even like, "Huh? Oh, yeah, what you got there?" And so she blows the dust off. And from here, she looks in, and she's like, "Lady, are these?" And we see it. She's like, "Are these the Turgid Oculus, the AK, the evil third eye?" And there's two of them. And Goku's like, "What?" And from there, even Bluma, she's trying to, pay for this. She's like, it couldn't be." And so the lady, she ends up explaining how that you put it on your forehead and it gives you tremendous strength. And Bluma, AK Bulma, she's got to run over there too. And she's like, "I had 3 of them, but someone came by who was really suspicious a long time, decided to buy one." So apparently this is where Abura, aka Dabura, aka Deborah's father, ended up got it before, right here at this store, and said they're extremely pricey, and she only managed to sell one a long time ago. And she says, "If you want one, I'll give it to you for a discount." So the eye moves towards there, looks right at them, and they're like, "Ah!" because they do not want to go through that again to face that third eye. I mean, look how it can take the weakest person and turn them into an unstoppable person that keeps getting more and more power. And from there, we get the end. And that's where it all ends. And yeah, they got us good with those fusion bugs. because they did not utilize those fusion bugs. Because I figured, okay, maybe we're not going to get a fusion of Goku and Vegeta, but at the very least, they're probably going to make it a gag where, hey, maybe East Kaishin's going to eat the bug and he forgets that it's a fusion bug and he's like, here, you want some Kibito? And Kibito would eat it and it would fuse them back into their Protaro earring fusion, Kibito Shin, just because it's from the demon realm. And from there, they're going to try and get absorbed by Fat Boo, and Fat Boo can't dissolve them, and thus lining up with Super. That's why they had to get the Dragon Balls to split them. But no, they stayed split. They didn't show us, and they don't mention anything. So once again, like I said, with Dragon Ball DAIMA, gotta take it as its own continuity, because oh man, you just got to. By the way, that ending there, total Toriyama, the way he would do that. This was interesting. This was played up as either a gag, or maybe Toriyama, before his untimely passing, maybe he actually meant this to be something that could come back later on in the series. Like, I almost wonder what happened with these third eyes. Is it going to be picked up by Toyotaro, where you could totally take these and use it for a future villain in the series? Imagine Black Frieza, for those of you that are following the manga, the Dragon Ball Super manga, if they bring that back. So it's interesting where this could have gone, but like I said, we don't know unless Toriyama left behind notes and everything and stuff like that.